Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Roadblock back on the free to play. So we are on episode 116. It's a little different for me because I recorded them in kind of out of order a little bit. I recorded episode 115 ahead of time. I really enjoyed recording that episode. I thought it was a very informative one compared to some other um, episodes where I kind of just ramble on. So was real happy with that one. For this one, we've got a lot of stuff to kind of talk about. So there's some events going on, and we're gonna pull some shards today because we do have our first time where they've done all of these where epics, legendaries, and mythicals have a boosted chance all at the same time. So really good time to pull mythical or primal shards, of course. I only have one on the account, but we will pull it because it's a good time to do so. Now, I'm just going through here real quick, seeing if anything's changed. That soul is kind of might be worth it. Take a look at Frozen Banshee. I'm gonna get that soul because I do intend to use Frozen Banshee as my poisoner um, alongside Venom Mage. So we would love to see Frozen Banshee having. I need to awaken her, of course. So, I would love to see Frozen Banshee having the ability to get Phantom Touch procs, just to get extra damage out of her and her kit. So, all right, there we go. We've got Frozen Banshee ascended there. Now, I've clicked all the red dots. We can start talking about stuff. A lot of stuff going on. Obviously, I already mentioned the Primal Shard 2x. There are good progressive chance events. I guess I'll give my opinion on kind of ones to go for. And this isn't necessary. I'm gonna come at this from a perspective of free to play, okay? And assuming that you think you're close to Mercy and you want to pursue some of these champions, Theodore and Calvalax are ones you should pursue. If you think you're at your mercy with Ancients and you want to try and go for a Theodore or Calvalax, great champions to go for on Ancients. You also have chances of getting Anax or Venom Mage, which this is a very poison-themed group here. So very, very good time to pull. If you think you're near Mercy on Voids, Supreme Kale is a little underwhelming for me, but still for a new account would be very strong. Urigrim, I know Urigrim's really, really good. I've never been lucky enough to get one, though. Would probably love it on the free-to-play. Let me look at the kit real quick. Urigrim is Ogren, I think, right? Yep. Poisons, cleansing, one ally. AoE poison, and continuous heal. So great poisoner. I like the speed in all battles too. That could be really good for clan boss. So really, really good poisoner. Each hit has it's a 25, 35, wait, 25, 35, 40, 45% chance. Usually they try to go up to 50, but no, that's right. Yeah. 25, 35, 40, 45. Yeah, okay. 45% chance of placing those poisons. What's that compared to Frozen Banshee? Undead. Yeah, I mean, Frozen Banshee's 100% chance when booked. Uh, they have to be under poison sensitivity, but she brings that as well on a 3-turn cooldown. So as long as you have her relatively fast, this is always up. Therefore, those poisons always land. You do need to. I never knew that about her because I've never really used her, but you want to make sure you're building her fast enough that she can place this and still place these and then refresh this before it falls off. Like you can't having it fall off really mitigates her overall damage, so something to pay attention to. Okay. Now. Oh, brutal. Okay. I thought they were talking about Hydra, and I was like, we just made some huge progress. Okay. All right. So then back to the other times. So that's Friday. So Saturday, Herndig, Trunda, Cornelia, Grizzled Jarl, Acrizia from Void Shards, very good. Trunda is still really, really solid, especially for an early game account. Like, she would be massively effective on an early game account. One thing you can do with Trunda, so traditionally, I think you want Trunda with no accuracy because of her kit. Yeah. Okay. I had to read it there for a second. Sorry about that. So she does an AoE and she has a chance to stun. She'll HP burn whoever she stuns. However, if she doesn't stun, then she does an extra hit. Well, you could use her with, like, it depends on what you need more. If you need a PvP nuker, she's your girl. If you need a HP burn champion for spider progression, she can do that. She can do that very well because not only does she stun the spiders, so you don't need a spider tank, but she also then burns them. And I think that's a part of her kit that is slightly overlooked. She'll hit less, she won't hit as hard, but she can be beneficial in PvE and PvP. So, for example, if we look at my account, I have Ray now and I have Sun Wukong. Those are two good PvP nukers. I wouldn't put Ray as good as Trunda. Trunda's better, but Trunda opens up Spider for me. Ray doesn't do that. So, using Trunda to put those HP burns on all of the enemies and stunning them would be really, really effective for this account. So if that's something that you need, you're near Mercy. Trunda is just a flat out good champion in the game. Okay. On Sunday, Kandrafon, Hefrak, PvP nukers, great champions. Hefrak has carried me on my main account for a very long time. Royal Guard is very, very big, would be huge on this account everywhere because I don't have an enemy max HP damage dealer other than Husk, and he does less damage overall than Royal Guard. Royal Guard also brings turn meter control with his kit. Leorius is in the top conversation of PvP nukers, even with champions like the dude I went for the other day, the void guy that ignores Stone Skin, Terras. Even with those champions, Leorius is still up there. And if that's what you're looking for and you think you're near Mercy on Voids, I would recommend trying. You know, you've seen what I do. However, you know, understand it's not the best time to pull shards, right? Whisper is really, really solid too. I think she's slept on, but I know Saf is really big on her. He's a different YouTube content creator for Raid, and I've seen Whisper do a lot of work for him. It's not a champion I ever used because I very early on got like other champions that did my boss damage, but she is really, really solid. Korgar Deathbell is an amazing champion, brings ally protect. I need that on my account. Most accounts tend to need that. Great champion there. I don't know Truoth off the top of my head. Fogoth is a great healer. Ornn is a great poisoner. Basically, I mean, you could use him as a better version of Frozen Banshee. Bellator Mage Slayer, I think, is good. I know his kit was interesting, but I don't know enough about it to speak to it. And then Maneater potentially opens up unkillable teams for you. So Maneater is an amazing champion if you are looking to open up unkillable options. He is one of the better ones. Okay, so we talked about all those. I'm not going to go for any of those. I'm not near Mercy anymore because we did finally pop a legendary off of our ancient shards. We will pull that primal shard. There's other stuff. Oh yeah, duh. I wanted to talk about the Deck of Fate. So the Deck of Fate event, it is going to be expensive to go for the legendary. Um, there is a chance that it could be less expensive, but you need to assume that you're going to have to flip over every one of the cards. I do not know the numbers behind it, the math behind it. However, I will say that Saf, who I just mentioned, probably has a video that broke it down. I worked this morning, came home, and started making this video to try and get it done before hockey in 10 minutes. So, um, really good rewards here. I love seeing these legendary books to be able to, randomly hit on some legendary books is really, really cool. So, um, no gear this time, which is a little sad because I like it when they put gear in these because it's a really good chance to get some gear. But all these items are really, really solid. So, even I mean the brews maybe not so much, right? Or the core hammers, but or maybe the chickens because 3-star chickens you can get those pretty easily from food, but still good rewards. Um, Likely a free to play account isn't going to be able to necessarily get this champion. You'll need to summon a lot of shards to get the champion that is unlocked here, Gwendolyn the Silent. Now Gwendolyn the Silent has an interesting kit. So buff extension on the A1, decrease speed and leech, and decrease accuracy, which you're gonna land every time, right? If you're landing 2 debuffs, then you're gonna land the decrease accuracy on anybody that she's not negative affinity to, or that she doesn't get a weak hit on, right? So, this is great for Hydra. Decreasing their speed, putting leech on everybody so that you're healing up. Really, really solid. Before attacking, increase accuracy. Great. Has a 75% chance to steal block debuffs. If you steal it, you give it to your team. A very niche, like, ability there, but good ability. I mean, anytime there's a block debuffs out there, it can be very frustrating. Champions crit damage increases by 1% for every 10 points of accuracy they have. I find this to be very, very interesting. Now, you may wonder about the viability of this. If we look at, on this account, I don't think I have, what is my, let's see, artifacts, include equipped. And then we'll do primary stats, accuracy banner. And do I have a 6-star? Okay. But they're not going to be leveled, so that doesn't help me. Alright. So, for example, here, we have 78 accuracy. For every 10 accuracy, you get crit damage. So, this right here is 7% extra crit damage. You may not think that that's much, but here's the thing that I love about it. Is you're just getting straight crit damage out of a piece that doesn't normally give that, right? And then at any other time you see it. So 2 crit damage right here. 2% crit damage. This would be 1% crit damage because I don't think it's going to round up. No accuracy there, no accuracy there, no accuracy there. And then another 1% crit damage. All that extra crit damage, it's just free crit damage when you think about it, right? So if you think about it in that way, it is pretty good. I wouldn't say that you want to, like, necessarily build her heavy in crit damage or in accuracy. You would want to put the normal amount of accuracy on her, but you get to understand that whatever accuracy you put on her will give you an extra little bit of crit damage. So again, if we look at who would have the most accuracy on my account, so it's 25 extra crit damage out of a deacon. When if you look at what's on a crit damage amulet, 40, 33, yeah, it's almost a whole extra crit damage amulet. So Yeah, I think it's a good, a really cool feature on that champion. I will say though, that's right, they're not. They're are they Sylvan or are they Skinwalkers? I remember looking at them and being like, yeah, they are Skinwalkers. Okay. Um, I think that's really cool. However, generally they tend to build them. Their damage output would be relative to this, but with the other thing too is you're getting the increased accuracy buffs on top of that, so you're really upping the damage of this champion by quite a bit. So I think it's really cool. And then grants an extra turn after they use 3 skills, which I thought was cool. So it is a cool champion. I don't think most accounts are going to have enough shards to pull and get her. I don't know about my main account though, so I might be able to pull enough on my main account. But I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up to keep the video short and to. Oh, I got to talk about one last thing besides the Deck of Fate. Hero's Path is over. I think it's in the news. Champion Training Tournament. Now, obviously, I didn't get Tormund. However, champion training tournaments are good, and then they're replacing fragments or perfect souls with good gear for your account. So I don't know what that's going to be, but this champion training tournament could be valuable. So keep an eye on that. I've been kind of holding on to some food and stuff. I am, regardless of what the rewards are, I am going to be participating in this champion training tournament because I need to get champions leveled and done. I've been putting it off for far too long. My energy needs to go into that moving forward. I don't think there's anything else going on as far as tournaments. I have briefly put some energy into the Dragon Turn Attack tournament, but I'm not like super try hard about it. I didn't do anything in Sand Devil either. And then the other arena tournaments, you know, if you're like me, you complete them. You get the 330 just by playing the game. So let's go ahead and pull the primal. Here we go. And nothing. All right. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one.